Alrighty, I do believe we are live. Sorry about that. Greetings, Guardians. Welcome to another episode of, well, I was going to say Tired Plays Destiny 2, but it's not really a plays episode. It's more of a talking about. So the trailer for Season of Redacted has launched. And I say redacted because Bungie never gives us the fucking season name until, like, I don't know, like 12 hours before it launches. And this time it was more like 4 hours before it launches. And there was actually a false lead in the Destiny 2 Discord where they updated their profile banner yesterday, or maybe not yesterday, but a couple of days ago, to Europa. And people were thinking, oh, Europa's gonna be in this season. And, well, they updated their banner again today. It is not Europa. At least I believe they updated their banner. I don't know. But I did hear that it is not Europa anymore. That is all that I have heard about that. I've actually heard minimal spoilers about this. I do know the season name, but I'll wait until we switch over tabs for that. I'm thinking about paying Atris for this because I have a feeling since I know the season name, I have a feeling he's gonna want to be here for this. Excuse me. Knowing the parts of Destiny that he likes. You know what? I'm actually gonna shoot him a ping. Hold on. Yeah, I just shot him a ping. I'll give it a minute. But yeah. Let's see. No one's in chat, I don't think. You know, I don't see anyone. I say what I recognize. Anyways, says he's online, but he's always marked as online, so he might just not be. Alrighty. Well, let's get this over with. After this, I'm actually gonna jump in to Destiny Day 1 once the servers are up, which is gonna be about an hour from now. So I got an hour to kill. Let's get started. Also, I am very tiny over here, for a reason. Also, I'm tabbed into my Twitter notifications for a reason already. Is it a bot? Yeah, it's probably a bot. Anyways, Destiny 2, The Witch Queen, Season of the Seraph. Also, ignore my recommendations. I do not use YouTube on my computer, or even logged in, usually. So it's just giving me shit that they think is relevant to Season of, well, the Seraph. Oh no. Anyways, dance. Hi, Dan. What's going on? YouTube Premium. I don't have that. I don't even know what it does. Anyways, well, without further ado, we got about a minute and a half of trailer to get through. Hold on, let's read the description first. The Hive God of War moves to seize control Rasputin's network of weaponized satellites. In her hands, she turned its devastating power on the last city. To stop her, the Vanguard has authorized special covert operations armed with the Warmind's most advanced weaponry. Agents conducting these operations are known as Seraphs. So that ties into Season of the Worthy. The Seven Seraphs were agents under the control of Rasputin who operated various Braytech facilities. The Seven Seraphs, I believe, were in the upper echelons of those ranks. Either that, or those were the only Seraphs in existence. That wasn't really specified. The Seven Seraphs themselves never really got much lore. What we did get lore about also was for the most recent recap about Rasputin, because the dude's been out of commission for almost 2 years now. The last time we saw him in action truly was during Season of the Worthy, where we armed him with several hundreds of missiles that he pointed to a hurtling spaceship in the upper atmosphere, because that was being thrown at us by the Cabal. We armed various satellites and missile launchers and whatnot, and he shot those at the Almighty and saved the city. And then, towards the end of that season, we learned about Fellwinter, who turned out to be... We'd known about Fellwinter for a while. He had existed in the lore since D1. He was an Iron Lord, an Exo Iron Lord, despite not having a number after his name, which always struck the community as odd. Well, now we know why. Fellwinter is not his true name. Fellwinter is a name that he chose, along with his ghost named Fellspring, to stay with the Iron Lords, because he was on the run from Rasputin. Fellwinter was an Exo that Rasputin was put in at one point, or a sub-mind of Rasputin, or whatever the fuck, a branch of him, that died during the collapse and was brought back by a ghost. Since it had no memory, but was still connected to Rasputin, it didn't know that it was connected to Rasputin. And Rasputin, seeing a random branch of itself activate in the Cosmodrome, or wherever the fuck, freaked out, said, "What the fuck is this? Why is there a tiny me running around? Why are you not responding to my commands?" And then dropped several war sets on his head. And from then on out, Fellwinter was chased by Rasputin until he reached the Iron Temple, where he met with the Iron Lords, decided to join them, though not to everyone's happiness. Both he and the Iron Lords had a disagreement about certain philosophies. One of his more interesting parts of his armor was a half-dead ghost embedded in the back of his helmet, for eyes in the back of your head. That's where the Fellwinter's Helm exotic comes from. It was literally Fellwinter's Helm. But eventually, he and the rest of the Iron Lords would meet the same fate, when Rasputin eventually laid a trap of Siva nanites in the replication complex of the Cosmodrome, rigged to go haywire. Fellwinter wanted those nanites to build up the city, and so he convinced the rest of the Iron Lords to go with him, not knowing that that was exactly what Rasputin wanted. And when he got there, Rasputin killed all of them except Saladin and Aphrodite. Afterwards, Rasputin felt remorse for killing his son, and shut down for a while until he was reactivated on Mars, I believe was the timeline. And then the Season of the Worthy events happen. Well, technically, Warmind happens, and then Season of the Worthy, because, there was a pretty substantial gap where the dude was just not relevant. But yeah, that was the last time we saw Rasputin in action, because once Season of Arrival started, the dude got fucking destroyed, EMP'd by the darkness on Mars, and Anna just barely managed to shove him inside of an engram. And that's where he's been for almost 2 years. Arrivals was in 2020. Rasputin. Yeah. So, with that context out of the way, let's see what's going on here. So, Seraph is trying to seize control of Rasputin's satellites? That doesn't seem very high-y. For Savathun, I'd expect that, but Seraph, that would be... That's skirting the line. I'd expect her to attack directly. Just weird. Also, we might actually get a look at Seraph. Finally. We've never seen her in game. We've had descriptions of her in lore, but they were incomprehensible at best. Alright, y'all tell me if the volume is good. Warmind.
Rasputin. The Warmind. The most powerful artificial intelligence humanity ever created. It's only a matter of time before his warsats fall into the wrong hands.
The witness is coming. This time, there is no escape.
Find enemy lines. Liking the new armor.
We must secure the Warsat network before it's too late. Rebuilding the Warmind is now top priority.
Wait, Praxis is back?
It's time.
Alrighty, Season of the Seraph. So, at the end of that, we got a bunch of shots of Guardians fighting. But that's the Arc 3.0 set. What the fuck is that? I didn't notice that. Is that a finisher? Doesn't look like it. It looks way too solid to be a finisher. No, it could be. I'm seeing Wrathborn. Wrathborn. That's what these Fallen are. I also saw Scorn for a moment. There was also Hive. This looks like Mars. I'm really loving this Viced armor. The Viced SMG. I believe this is going to be the seasonal exotic. And that's going to be the seasonal armor. Well, the Vice doesn't really look... but I'm... Vice doesn't really look like Rasputin stuff, but, yeah. And then we got Clovis talking about restoring the Warmind, which is strange, because I don't remember him actually liking the Warmind. Hold on, it's Atris and call. I gotta keep an eye out. Alright. Yeah, we saw Scorn here. Not here, it was like the next chunk of combat. Yeah, Scorn. Also a very interesting looking weapon here. Apparently it switches from this kind of scope to a actual zoom scope. Also, Praxis? What the fuck are you doing here? Also, I don't remember his arm looking like that. Is Praxis raised as a Scorn? That'd be interesting. No, I doubt it. Then again, it does look like he has a Scorn crossbow. No, that wasn't a scorn crossbow. Hold on. Nope. I want... How do I do this? Is it... Nope. I'm guessing that's an auto rifle from... Oh, and that's the final tier season pass ornament. It's viced with Rasputin stuff overlaid on it. Okay. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to hit my mic. That makes sense. There's just a warlock or something over there fighting while the Titan's having this big trailer moment. Okay.
Hello.
Hey, Atris, how's it going?
I hear that there is a Rasputin-themed thing. They're bringing Rasputin back?
That they are. I'm currently going through the trailer right now. Do you want me to restart it so you can watch it? What?
I said, oh, yes, please.
Alrighty, let me go ahead and share my screen to Discord.
Am I really quiet, or what's the deal?
I'm probably gonna have to turn up your audio a little, but...
Oh, no, I can do this. Is that better?
I heard nothing changed, because I also turned up your audio at the exact same time.
Oh.
Well, you should be audible now. Chat, can y'all hear him? Give me an audio test. Please don't do the Peter Piper thing.
What? But Peter Pan does peddle pots. Clang clang, motherfucker.
Alright. You're audible.
Can you imagine a young adult in just green flies in through your window, wielding a couple pans, and he's just like, now look at the quality of this. This is perfect for just doing the whole Phil Swift thing.
Hold on, who just pinged me, or was that a text?
Wait, the Witch Queen season of the Seraph. Oh, come on.
Basically it just means it's part of this season's
The question is, will I break my Destiny hiatus?
just for Rasputin. Alright.
Just for Rasputin.
Also, ignore Praxis there. Alright, I want to go here. Right, you can see this, right?
Yes, I can. I don't know if I can hear it, though.
Can you hear it?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything from it.
There's audio right now, so...
Oh, no, okay, now that you're playing it, I can't... It's not moving. It's frozen.
Ah, fuck. Great job, Discord, you piece of shit. Share screen. My Discord's probably gonna crash doing this. Alright, let me go ahead and restart the stream. Hey, something went wrong. You couldn't find the sound for your application. Fuck you, Discord. Alright, you're gonna have to watch through, hello? Am I... Oh my god, my Discord's gonna crash in a moment. Yep, RTC connecting. I'm probably gonna get an encoding overload, too. Hello? Yep, nope, RTC's still connecting. Alrighty, hold on, I need to restart Discord. Fucking hell, this is a bug that's been plaguing me for a while. Discord, can you please cooperate with me? Yeah, so, apparently, Discord is struggling to find the audio for Chrome. And then when I stopped my screen to change it back to Chrome to try and restart it, my RTC disconnected, and I had to restart Discord in order to fix that.
Wow.
Yeah, no, that bug has been plaguing me for a while. It's perfectly fine. Yeah, it's a piece of shit. But, you're gonna have to...
To be fair, both Discord and Chrome take up a lot of RAM, so you might just be crashing out.
I might, but OBS isn't saying anything weird at the bottom. Like, whenever I overload in Minecraft, it says, oh, encoding overload, but right now OBS is fine. And it was fine whenever all that bullshit was happening. Right.
Right, while I await your stream.
Uh, yeah. Hold on. Let me. Hopefully this will work this time.
Man, chat must be having a time.
There's one person in chat right now.
And that would be Sora?
Dan.
Oh, hello.
Hey, something went wrong. We couldn't find the sound from your application. Fuck you. Hold on. I'm just gonna send you the video, and you can watch it along with me. And I'll just tell you when to start it.
Okay.
It's in DMs.
Let's see.
Just get it ready to go, and I'll tell you when to play.
DMs. There it is. All right. Click, 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 click. All right. From 00.
3,
Oh.
2, 1, go.
Okay.
Rasputin, the War Mind,
Hooray! Whoa,
the most powerful artificial intelligence humanity ever created. It's only a matter of time before his warsats fall into the wrong hands.
The witness is coming. This time, there is no escape.
Who the hell is that? Oh.
I love the music.
Yes. Reclaim the war mind. Hey, some nice techno too.
We must secure the Warsat network before it's too late. Rebuilding the war mind is now top priority.
I'm surprised it wasn't more of a priority. Hello,
It's time.
Rasputin.
Alrighty.
So, Rasputin for,
I'm sorry. One of my recommendations is a Bife video, and it says Rasputin's back. Where will the season go? And in the corner, there's just a red jack, not a red jacket, a yellow jacket, just a posing.
okay. I have a few questions.
Okay.
One, who was the weird freaky chick with the black eyes? Was that the witch?
This time.
That was the Witness. They are the commander of the Darkness Fleet. Introduced in Witch Queen.
I see.
They are, as we know, our ultimate enemy. They're also going to be in Lightfall. They're actually going to be the main antagonist of Lightfall. Or at least the main
Okay.
commanding antagonist.
I do have another question.
Mm-hmm.
Something tells me that Rasputin is gonna be getting a body, and I kind of hope they're gonna be the leader of the hunters.
No way in hell they're going to put Rasputin in charge of the Hunters.
It would be funny though. It would be really funny. All right. But now the question is, that looked like the satellite where the Exo were born in what time
That
stamp?
that was it. But that was what was it called? The Morning Star. Or at least some kind of Clovis Bray facility. So
Yes.
we're obviously going back to somewhere on Europa, possibly.
Well, yeah, because that's where like a shit ton of untouched Clovis Bray stuff is, including Well, the Warmind wasn't Clovis, was it?
No, the Warmind was Anna's project, not Clovis's.
Mm.
Also, what? Oh!
Although, you all right?
I was right. So there was a lieutenant in Aramis's council, right, named Praxis, who was the one leading the charge of making Exolixni. It appears that he has been risen as a scorn.
Oh no.
Uh, Let me find the exact frame if I can.
Wait, Scorn can infect robotic?
No, Praxis wasn't an Exo. Only Atrax 1 was an Exo.
Oh, cool.
She was the only Exolixni that they managed to build before the Morningstar collapsed.
I see.
But Praxis led the charge on that stuff. He was also the one who created the Darkness Gauntlet for Aramis, and was the lead scientist behind creating the Darkness tech for House Salvation.
I see.
Sorry, my throat's a little strange right now. But it seems that he's been risen as a scorn. Because that helmet of his is unique. That backplate of his is unique. Now, if they're just reusing models, that's not the case. Because because his lower arms are scorn. His inner legs are scorn. So unless there's some kit bashing going on, which isn't the case because his upper arms are still normal, but there's a scorn plate on his shoulder.
So I saw a few weapons as well that looked interesting, but also didn't. Like the heavy machine gun with an ACOG scope that can, move up and down. Like, okay, that's neat little animation, but is that going to be an exotic?
I believe so. I haven't checked out the Bungie page yet, but I've heard something. I'll also send you the Bungie page. Hold on. Season of the Seraph. Bungie.net Season of the Seraph.
Alright, let's take a look at this.
Yep, and I'm going to it as well.
No, I don't need to watch the trailer. The Infiltrator, the War God, and the Machine.
Did you read the description of the YouTube video?
Season of the Seraph. Hive God War of War moves to seize the control of Rasputin's networks. Again, considering how important Rasputin is, I am surprised that the Guardians didn't try to secure these locations first.
We are spread pretty thin. Though, yeah, no, last season did feel like filler. To be completely honest. I mean, it was great to see Miserax and Ido again in Aramis. But besides Aramis being an actual player in the system and Nezarek getting turned into tea vapor, nothing really happened last season. Aramis is still alive. She's just kind of fucked off and in the middle of a depression pit right now.
Wait, Aramis is in the one that got frozen by stasis?
Yes, she was freed by the Witness in order to collect pieces of an ancient disciple known as Nezarek.
I see.
Nezarek, the final god of pain, mentioned in the Nezarek's Sin Exotic, as well as the Nezarek's Glaive, or Nezarek's Whispers, that's what the glaive is called. He was a disciple in charge of leading the darkness to Earth during the collapse.
Oh,
but
that's lovely.
Yeah, but during the collapse, Savathun's trickery apparently led to the demise of Nezarek, and his corpse was buried in the Lunar Pyramid. Which doesn't make sense because the Lunar Pyramid is supposed to have been there before the collapse, before humanity even got there, but again, Nezarek is known for having several different tombs. When the Fallen arrived to our system during the collapse, they stumbled upon this lunar pyramid and claimed the parts of Nezarek. They hacked him to bits and placed him inside reliquaries. Basically, canopic jars that could hold that level of darkness power. Because if you touched it on your hand, it'd corrupt you. It'd drive you insane. And apparently Mizrax's mother had to do with this.
When the darkness so bad, you need his mom.
No. His mom was corrupted by the darkness, and she
Oh.
gave him a trinket of darkness, a claw of Nezarec. And that's what Mizrax had during his pirating days. But apparently we swayed him off the path of darkness or whatever. I don't know. This season kind of butchered Mizrax's backstory because we already had a backstory for him.
I see.
They just put too much and it made everything not fit right.
They're trying to shoehorn in a fuck ton.
Yeah. But
I am no stranger to that. Some people want ultimate power, but also want to be an interesting character, but also want ultimate power.
Up, bitches.
hey Bob, hey
Yes,
Sora, currently doing a Destiny review.
No.
Yeah, we are here to rob you.
I
We rob you of
Tired, you need
happiness.
to touch grass.
listen, alright, I haven't touched Destiny in months. This is the start of a new season. Let me enjoy this.
You haven't touched grass in months. Tired?
No, I actually touched grass on the 28th of last month because I had to go outside for a
The
doctor's
fact
appointment.
that you recited that just defines more that you have not touched grass.
Wait, just get grass inside of your house.
Yeah, no, I have plants
grab
in
a-
my kitchen.
Grab,
Fuck you.
Okay, prove it. Grab a chunk of dirt right now.
I have plants in my kitchen. I'm currently at my desk though because I want
Go
to focus
grab it.
on this. I want to
Go
focus on
grab it.
this. Sora,
Wait,
please,
wait.
please, actually though, let me focus on this. This video is gonna be uploaded as a VOD for this. I mean, you can stay here, but like, I want to focus on the Destiny for now.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I'm scrolling through the page right now.
Ah.
So, Operation Seraph's Shield. Guardians must gain access to the most impenetrable facility on the solar system, a Braytech orbital platform above the last city.
How have we not noticed that before?
Revision 0. Oh, they're doing a new version of what is it called? The future rifle.
No time to explain?
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't see that. But
How am I more observant than you?
no, I mean, I mean, it doesn't look like No Time to Explain.
know it
Multiple
doesn't.
catalysts can be acquired. What?
Huh?
That's new. I believe this is part of the Operation Seraph Shield. The Seraph Shield is going to be in the similar vein to Presage, Vox Obscura, the Crow and the Hawk, like the exotic missions that we get, like the Outbreak mission or the Whisper mission. It's going to be similar to that. I missed the matchmade activity. Heist Battlegrounds. Mars is back! Woo! Alright. Seraph said the...
Oh, Mars is back?
Go up to Heist Battlegrounds.
I used to just hang out on Mars in Rasputin facilities.
Seraphs have been deployed to multiple destinations to infiltrate Braytech's facilities, bypass advanced defense systems, and neutralize hordes of Wrathborn, which is Zevo Adraf's corrupted hive. Your security clearance has been granted, and your Seraph fire team awaits. Oh, there's a charging core. Oh, we see a glimpse at a new weapon on the back of the Warlock. That looks very interesting. Oh. And then I guess that's that clearance. So we saw one on the moon, we saw one on Mars, and we saw one in the Cosmodrome in the trailer. Because that was when the Hunter was connected by that orange, like, aura to that tower with the thorn and the Viced armor behind a rock. That was this activity. Apparently we're gonna have to deal with annihilation totems, which is a problem. Wrathborn Hive, we're gonna have to deal with their bullshit invulnerability mechanic again.
I'm liking some of these cosmetics though.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The Viced armor is from the Season Pass track, and I believe the seasonal ornament for that armor is like that, but bulked up with Rasputin stuff.
Ooh.
And I've always loved the aesthetic of the Viced armor and the Viced Foundry in general. Also, did you play during Season of the Hunt? It was the launch season for Beyond Light.
No, sadly.
So, The Wrathborn were Zeroraph's corrupted, basically using hive magic to pull the rage out of an individual and make it a weapon, a connection to Zerorath that lets her command all of her soldiers across the battlefield into unstoppable killing machines. They plagued the Tangled Shore for an entire season, because in Beyond Light, the Tangled Shore was still there. But Mars was taken away during Beyond Light and was brought back during Witch Queen. It popped out of a temporal anomaly, and across it are these time dilations, windows into the Golden Age.
Oh.
You actually explore one in the first mission of Witch Queen. You see an old Braytech facility that was growing corn. And in the modern age, all that corn is wilted in dust. But through this spatial distortion window, you can see the green fields in the side of the building that hasn't been corrupted with age. It's
I
really
hope
cool.
one day when when Destiny becomes defunct, they'll release like a solo play version where you can play through all of this in sequence.
I mean, I did. I played solo.
No, I mean like go back and do the events and get all these things.
No, I don't think they will, because that would be an absolutely massive game. And I wouldn't doubt it if they've actually deleted some of the stuff that they say went to the DCV, because like having all that in storage would just be ridiculous. Also,
Are you kidding? There's a lot that they could do.
yeah.
Just
Look
saying.
at the background of the heist battlegrounds in the window of that building. I recognize this area. This is near the escalation protocol area. But in that building, there's Hive Soulfire. So I have a feeling we're going to have to go through the building into the core of Rasputin's area, which is where we saw in the trailer all that fighting, and also this screenshot here of the Hive inside. Also, it seems that Zivorath has taken control of Nokris's brood. I mean, that would explain the influx of Hive, and also, their chitin is different. It's not the iced over armor shells of Nokris's brood anymore. It's the pale gray and green of Zivorath's. Right, Operation Seraph Shield, Revision 0, Classified Technology. Bungie and Ubisoft joined forces to bring Guardians and Assassins face to face. Join a pantheon of legends with new ornament sets now available in Eververse. So, Assassin's Creed crossover armor, like we had Fortnite last season.
Wait, what?
I know, I'm not a big fan of it either, but
So wait, hang on. What's the thing? The crossover?
basically, in Destiny, there is Assassin's Creed armor. Like, Assassin's Creed based ornaments that you can buy in Eververse. They're completely optional. And in Assassin's Creed, I believe there are Destiny themed ornaments. I don't know. I haven't checked that.
These are really cool.
I really like the Warlock. The Titan is meh, but I can see how it could synergize well with a couple different pieces. The
I like
Hunter,
the helmet of the Hunter.
yeah, the Hunter helmet does look really cool. Once again, Hunters suffer from asymmetry hell. Also, I see a little bit of clipping on that right arm. And then the Arc 3.0 set. I don't like the Hunter because it's too much fabric and not enough armor. Once again, suffering from asymmetry hell. The Titan looks good. The Warlock is also meh. It could use with more blue on the legs and body. Honestly, the Titan's the only one that actually looks good, but it doesn't look like Arc, it looks like Stasis.
It does. It's too glassy.
Yeah, no, like that crystal rock look. Guardian Seraphs. It looks like we're getting a new trace rifle, pulse rifle, linear fusion, and bow. A bow is a strange choice, but
I mean, I don't mind it. It's a nice silent takedown technique. Though in this game, bows are not silent, apparently.
no. If quite the opposite, a lot of them have explosive arrows.
And then there's this hand cannon.
That is the Rose. The Rose was part of getting the Thorn, back in Warmind. And it was the gun of Razel Azir, a Crucible champion who was lured down the path of darkness by a hive wizard on the moon. Razel Azir, aka Dredgen Yor, and not Shin Malphur. Yeah, Shin Malphur and Jared Ward versus Dredge and Yor. It was a story that was told through a lore book. It was like the Thorn and the Rose. I don't remember. Basically, Last Word versus Thorn. Ray Zolzir was actually a Titan, though he wore armor similar to a hunter, so for a while we thought he was a hunter. That was during Season of the Outlaw, I believe. So that was during the Forsaken time period. But the gun is back, unvaulted, with new several perk combinations you can get in Crucible.
And then there's a bunch of Bannerlord, or not Bannerlord, but
Iron Banner, yeah. That's armor from D1 that they're bringing back.
I sort of recognized it.
Mm-hmm. Make
It looks
Valis
really good.
Forge proud. Oh, did you hear what happened to Saladin?
Did he finally get his salad tossed?
Kind of, yeah. So during season of the Chosen, no, what's the season of the? I'm trying to remember which one it was. If it was season of, no, it wasn't season of the Chosen. It was season of the Risen. Crow accidentally killed one of Keidel's scions. It was a very special scion. It was one that we were using in order to learn more about Savathun's Lucent Hive. And he accidentally killed it because he was trying to unplug it from its chair. Because he thought it was in pain. It wasn't. It was just doing scion things. But doing that killed it. And Keidel was like, a life for a life. Your life is forfeit. And Saladin was like, I will step in his place. And she was like, okay, you're going to serve on my war council for life. So... and that's why he has the title of Valis. Because he's working with Keidel now. He's still running the Iron Banner. In fact, he's actually running Iron Banner matches on Keidel's flagship for the Cabal as well. He's whipping them into shape because he's like, holy shit, your army is pathetic. Whenever he got up there, he was like, our city was taken by the Red Legion. They did some awful shit, but they were also pretty impressive with it. You guys are pathetic.
Oh.
So he's kicking their asses into shape up there.
And wait, so Keidel is our ally.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. There are currently 2 factions of Cabal, technically 3 if you count the outskirt boys. But there is Callus's Dark Legion.
Cabals of Cabal.
There's Callus's Dark Legion, which are infested with egregore spores, basically darkness weed. And Keidel's Ascendancy, which
Do we need to puff pass?
yeah, pass the fucking collective consciousness to the spores, which is what egregore does. It is a connection straight to the darkness, creating a collective consciousness. Yeah. Making many into one. And then the War-Minded, the kind of armor that makes people who review security footage quit their job immediately. Uh-oh, Atris.
Yeah, I will make it my life's goal if I do come back to get this armor.
Yep, you have to beat the season pass, so you're gonna have to grind your ass off.
You know what? I don't mind that, but
it does look awesome. Yeah.
I mean, look at all of it. Like the chest piece alone,
I think
all of it is my aesthetic of it's just good.
Yeah. Moments of Triumph. Long postponed challenges. A bunch of rewards. The season pass, you're gonna have to get that in order to get the armor.
It doesn't look like it though.
No, you have to get it in order to get the ornaments.
No, because I'm looking at it. This is the Psionic Stalker.
The legendary. The top of the stuff is free, but the stuff at the bottom is. Oh my God! It's still showing stuff from Season of the Risen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was something on Bungie's page. They were like, "Hey, so we're still updating this." But yeah.
So I actually want to talk about Revision 0 real quick.
Mm-hmm.
and No Time to Explain, because I'm putting them side by side. They're both pulse rifles.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
But
no, Praxis is scored now. Holy shit.
if you pull them up side by side real quick, I just want to talk about it real quick
Uh,
before we do that.
yeah, let me scroll up to revision 0 and see if I can. Right, there's that, and then. E2 node.
Because I think I'm actually wrong. It's not a redux of the reason why I jumped to that is because of its name, Revision 0. And one of the things that it what is it? Rewind to 0 of beyond
Yeah,
of
Elsie's time loop.
Yeah. I thought because it has very similar design aesthetics. It's got those three little dealies on top. It's got the silencer. It's got the weird laser pointer, and it's a pulse rifle.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought perhaps it was just another version of the
Stranger's rifle.
yeah, but it looks from what the description says, multiple catalysts can be acquired, each adding to the mysterious exotic's power. So
They're not going to switch between.
you're not going to switch between. Each one is an is some sort of addition.
Mm.
Interesting. I mean, when your rifle's only special thing is that it has a scope that can flip up, I mean, you're kind of
Points at Queensbreaker. Queensbreaker is a linear fusion that has several different scope modes and several different charge modes. Well, okay, 2 of each, but yeah.
I thought the Queensbreaker was special in the fact that it uses physical ammunition.
Nope, it still uses heavy ammo.
Okay.
Yeah. That's actually left over from the.
That's the Arbalest that does that.
Yeah, Arbalest and Lawrence Driver are the two that use special ammo.
Or you mean normal ammo?
Nope. There's primary, special, and heavy ammo. It uses special ammo. There are no primary ammo. Linear fusions.
Oh, I see.
Queensbreaker is still left over as a heavy from the early days of D2, where all fusions and linear fusions were in the heavy slot, as well as shotguns. Which was disgusting.
All Destiny.
Alrighty.
I never actually played the Witch Queen, which is dumb.
Yeah.
Even though I like pre-ordered it.
I mean, I can run you through it.
Oh, it doesn't have a season pass or anything? Okay.
No, the Witch Queen itself doesn't have a season pass. It's the seasons that have the passes, and you only have access to this season's. Like, the current season's pass is the only way you can progress. You missed Risen, Haunted, and Plunder.
I do hope that they make all of the stuff that you get from the old things available in like the Eververse store for whatever.
Only the Eververse stuff that was sold that season can be bought again. The stuff in the seasonal pass is gone forever, basically. Get it while you can, kind of shit.
Oh, fuck you, Bungie.
You know.
That's one of the reasons why I hate games like that, where it's like, yeah,
the Battle Pass season. Yeah.
A Battle Pass season. But, games like Halo Infinite or Sea of Thieves, right? Or no, not Sea of Thieves. Halo Infinite and Deep Rock Galactic. Everything that they've ever put into the game and made available is available to find in random chance, like, drops. Or you can go back to the season, right, and complete the season pass by so with Deep Rock Galactic, right, you can find it. You can find all the stuff randomly, right, and then in Halo Infinite, you can choose which one to work on, which battle pass, which I think is a great system because it. I hate the fear of missing out. It's one of the reasons why I left Destiny in the first place, because I felt like I had to make this a full-time job in order to enjoy myself and not miss out and get all the fun little cosmetics that I want to make my characters look interesting.
Yeah, I definitely understand that.
So, it is also one of the things that I hate about Destiny is the fact that all my guns, like my really nice guns that I had builds for, got vaulted. Uh,
And you have to grind in order to get new guns to replace them. Yeah.
and they're not even that. They're not even up to the same snuff as the ones that I like the what was it, the submachine gun that builds up light energy for every hit that you get.
Was it a Void SMG?
Maybe?
Did you get it from Crucible?
No, I got it from Gambit.
That's a perk, I think, that does that.
It's not a perk. It wasn't a perk. It was an SMG that I would run with my Solar Hunter because basically I would deal enough damage and build up enough light that my grenade would regen, and I would just throw a grenade every 3 seconds.
That sounds like Demolitionist as a perk, but I'd have to look into it.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was just, especially if you had like the homing grenade, because you just gun down 3 enemies, throw a grenade, gun down 3 more enemies, throw another grenade, and you were just a one-man army, which was a lot of fun. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, I get it. You probably had to remove it because, or damp it down because that's a little bit broken. Anywho, come on, install you. Oh, it's gonna take 4 hours. Okay.
Yeah, game's big. That's why they keep vaulting shit. Game big. But yeah, were there any other parts in the trailer that you noticed that were interesting?
Let me watch through it real quick. Again.
Also, that zone in the Cosmodrome, I don't think we've ever been here before.
Okay, so the very first thing that you see, I believe that is Mars.
Yes, so that's a scene from the Warmind campaign. That was the intro cutscene to the Warmind campaign.
Yes, but I'm looking at it and it looks like there's some damage to Rasputin.
Yeah. But that was like that. Whoa, wait a minute. Oh, you're right. Oh, I don't think it was like that before.
It wasn't. It was pristine. And it looks like there's like some shrapnel sticking out of the left side of it.
Yeah.
And it looks like there's some laser blasts.
Oh. And the topography is different. And the Darkness was known for using gravitational weapons. On the last days of Kraken Mare, there was mentions of it pulling the seas of Titan up and then releasing them in a god wave.
In the next scene, you see Rasputin's new body with the image of the Seraph. Is that potentially there? I remember you telling me that Rasputin had an exo body.
Yes,
already.
Fellwinter was Rasputin's exo body during the Golden Age, and during the collapse, it was killed and severed from him. Well, somewhat severed, and then it was risen by a ghost and became Fellwinter.
Okay. Well, this right here, there's a scene where Anna Bray is working on a thing, and then you see a new exo body. Is that a new exo body?
Yes, that is a new exo body that is scavenged from parts from the Braytech facility. I recognize those because when Beyond Light released, I studied those exos extensively for art references.
Okay. It's under construction, obviously.
Yeah, no, it has nothing from the waist down. It's missing both arms. It has a cloak, probably covering a bunch of ugly wires.
but it's already connected to something.
You know, its
Which
eyes are already, well, in one scene its eyes are glowing, but in the next frame its eyes are not.
it's possible that Rasputin is trying to inhabit it, but is having a little bit of difficulty.
Possibly. Either that or the first frame with its eyes lit up is after, like, they've cut that cutscene into pieces and strung it along to look good cinematically.
Right.
And then there's a scene from Arrivals where Rasputin shows the Pyramid Fleet closing in on him, getting basically DDoSed. And then several warsats in the Mars facility. The
Past the what is it? The, not the diviner,
the Witness.
the witness. There's a scene where you see a bunch of towers and either spotlights or turrets.
Those are Rasputin's basically 5G towers. That was a meme whenever Season of the Worthy was going on. Was those are basically his 5G towers. Those are connections to the satellite system.
Well, yes, but it looks like those towers do have, like, in the very next scene, very next.
Yeah, there's a
There's,
hunter being beamed and an explosion behind them.
Yeah.
Also, I found a frame at 32 seconds of an ogre staring at a dead Cabal, so it looks like we're going to be able to summon Cabal reinforcements.
I'm looking at it. Yeah. And it's blue, which
Means
wasn't
Keidel's ascendancy.
Keidel.
Yeah.
Yeah, Keidel was here.
Yeah.
Uh,
And this is on Earth, so we were summoning Keidel's help on Earth, huh?
No, that is not on Earth. If you go to, oh no, hang on. Sorry.
Yeah, because the Traveler's in the background. This is the same facility.
I didn't realize that was the Traveler. Jesus. I thought that was a planet.
Yep.
Well, I mean, it doesn't have many of the,
This looks like the
the
Fellwinter's
icons.
Peak area. Like,
It's-
that general mountainy place.
I never got to look at Fellwinter, and I really wish I could have played.
We
that
didn't
event.
actually get a good look at him. We only saw a hologram of him.
No, I'm just talking about the event where Fellwinter's Lie, right?
Ah.
It was available for like 2 weeks, and I didn't get to play it, and I'm kicking myself because, ugh.
Once again, Destiny needs to be. Once again, you have to make Destiny your full-time job in order to fully enjoy it.
And that's annoying as hell. But
I know.
There's this scene where you're sliding down into a Warmind facility, very much like Season of the Seraph, when we had those.
Yeah, Season of the Worthy. Yeah.
Season of the Worthy. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm
And
gonna use strange names for things because I associate rather than memorize.
fair enough. Fair enough.
There is an interesting weapon.
That
right
looks like
after
it
that
might be the
scene.
machine gun.
No, because that's it's a staff.
Oh, that's a glaive.
Yeah, if you wind it just a little bit back, yeah, there's the machine gun that you see at first, which I didn't quite register. Hang on. Okay.
Yep, and the thing that
So-
the Titan is holding is a glaive.
Right. So this machine gun that we're looking at, right? It's got like it looks like it has a fucking heart monitor. What the hell? Like specifically for pinpointing things in front of you. So enemies, like a directional radar.
Huh.
Although it might be a pulse rifle.
Depending on where the
Oh.
magazine is the magazine at the back? Yeah, no, that's a pulse
Yeah,
rifle.
the magazine's at the back. So this might be
No, it's not, because the front of it's different. If you look at the Bungie page, under the Guardian Seraph's image slide, it's going to be the third image in that image slide. The
Hang
pulse
on.
rifle.
I'm trying to get there. It doesn't matter.
It also has
I'll
the
look at
hack
it later.
symbol on the side of it. So yeah, that's the pulse rifle.
So it's got a reaction sight. It's got what looks to be you're on that screen, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's got an ammo counter, it's got that weird little screen right next to it with red dots, and I feel like that is potentially a thing to aid in hip fire based on like, hey, there's a bunch of enemies in front of you, you know.
Just
And then just down to the left of that, there's a weird glowy blue orb, which I can't seem to make out because it's a little bit grainy.
I think that's like a lens on something.
It's either a lens or potentially an elemental grenade thrower.
I doubt they'd put that on a legendary.
Maybe. There's more than I think they introduced more than just one exotic during all
They
of
do
this.
two. There's the Viced one from the season, and there is the Zero, which is the exotic quest.
Well, it looks it looks starkingly similar to the Omelon or whatever
The
the
Amalon
fucking
like goo ammo.
yeah, the goo ammo.
Yeah, but that's not where the magazine is. The magazine's at the back.
Well, okay. What I'm saying is that it's a grenade attachment.
Hmm.
So it uses separate ammo possibly. That would be really interesting as a combined weapon that has special ammo, right, that you use for the grenade launcher and regular ammo that you use for the machine gun.
That'd
I
be
don't know.
pretty difficult to execute. There is
Yeah.
something similar though. The pre-order weapon for Lightfall is an auto rifle called Quicksilver Storm, where enough kills charge up an ult fire, which fires little grenades. You can store up to, I believe, 5 of them or 3 of them at once. Uh,
Okay.
Basically, you pull the charging handle back, and the front of the gun, well, the back of the gun shoots up to the front because it's made of like this weird mercury-looking shit. It's like the
I want
silvery
it.
nanite.
I
Yeah,
want it, but I imagine I can't get it anymore.
it's a pre-order, but you can probably still pre-order Lightfall. Though it's like $120 for 4 seasons and the campaign, which
right.
I am not
Is
gonna
that what's
touch.
coming up, Lightfall?
Yes,
Okay.
this season and then Lightfall.
So if you go to hang on. If you go to 45 seconds,
Yeah, the Titan has a glaive. Glaives are
it
introduced to the Witch Queen,
has
but that one does look new. The front of it
it has
looks.
it has that effect that I just gush over. The fucking fractal polyhedron stuff.
Yeah, I think that
Uh
might be a Rasputin glaive. That might be.
yes. Yes. That'll be the first thing I make. If I come back. And then in the background, I can't tell if I think that's a Rasputin doorway, but it
Oh,
also looks like it might be a like some kind of shrine. I can't tell.
it's a doorway.
It's
I
a
also
doorway.
think that's a yellow jacket over there. Either that or that's just a dead hive. No, it's a dead hive. Never mind. The yellow
Wait,
jacket's what I call the Rasputin frames. Because there's the red jacks and then yellow jackets, like bees in a hive.
what do you mean? What do you mean yellow? Yellow jacket.
So Rasputin has a specific kind of frame. The yellow tower frames. Also,
Hang on.
that glaive. Yeah, no, that glaive's from this season because it has that wrap texture on the front of it. Similar to the pulse rifle in the linear fusion.
Okay.
Huh. So I guess the glaive's just not shown in the teaser image, or of the
And then
weapons.
I see a new type of hive.
Uh oh, the one with the axe?
Yes.
No, that's a dark blade. Dark blades have been around since Taken King. They are they're used sparingly though. I have a feeling that's going to be the boss of that mission. Uh
Fair enough.
There was
And
one in the haunted forest that Bife's gang dubbed Homie the Claimer of Ass. Because he would chase after you relentlessly. Um, and that name has just kind of spread to the rest of the community. Uh, just
Right.
calling all the Darkblades homies. Um,
So, and then a little bit further ahead, we have the first sight that we see of this new Braytech satellite, which I'm really fucking confused why this satellite hasn't come up yet, ever.
uh,
Because the previous one, the home of the
yeah, the Morning Star. Uh,
Morning Star, wasn't it cloaked and
uh,
nobody could see it?
I don't remember. I would have to check back through the Clovis diaries. Oh God,
Like
did I really just call
it
them that?
was
Um,
like this feels like, oh, we have a massive golden age satellite sitting above our heads and we haven't tried touching it until now.
well, there is a lot of space debris, so maybe
Yes,
we
but
just didn't notice.
this is an active golden age satellite in great repair that they haven't touched. And again, this I don't know. It's really weird
Plot
because
hole.
plot hole.
Welcome to Destiny. We got more holes in the fucking interstate.
I see they're showing off a lot of Ikelios and uh Seraph guns, which I appreciate because
uh,
I enjoyed the Seraph guns.
yeah, no. So the Seraph guns are gonna be, I believe, craftable.
Oh, okay. Well, they're go. Oh my gosh. Do you know how much time I spent grinding for the perfect Seraph gun?
Well, you still have to grind in order to get the perks. The gun level determines what kind of perks you can put on it.
And not only that, but shortly after, I think it was like it's
Nope,
no
the
longer
Seraph guns
like
are they're still in circulation. You can still use them. It's the Ikelos ones you have to get new versions of in the Prophecy Dungeon. The Seraph weapons, though, are still usable. In fact, I still will occasionally use uh, the the sidearm because it's a void sidearm that feels really good. I remember using it for a couple of Gambit matches a while ago, and it felt absolutely amazing.
6th of December through February 28th. It's launching today.
Yeah. After this stream, I'm gonna pop in. I'm just waiting for a reset, which is in 5 minutes.
I'm already burnt out on everything.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Uh, you can take stuff at your own pace. You could do all the seasonal, like, weekly missions, because there's only one mission a week. You could do all of them on, like, the last week and just have, like, an 8-hour crunch time, or whatever the fuck. Like, an 8-hour
I
playthrough.
don't I don't want to do that.
Yeah, no, so then you're gonna have to play shit weekly. Once again, the
I
comment
already
of
have way too many fucking things to do. But if I want to keep my mailman current and with the Rasputin theme,
It's okay,
it's like the
Atris.
only reason.
So I just realized how tiny I am in the corner. I might need to make myself a little bit bigger. There we go. Alright, anything else? Once again, we got screenshots of Praxis in, on the Bungie page. We also get screenshots of the outside of the Deepstone Crypt facility, which I guess is going to be another one of those missions with the towers having tethers. A bunch of war stats, the Vice SMG, which we have no details on, that's the Season Pass one. Praxis as a Scorn, which I do not understand, but okay. Oh, shit! Oh, its Darkness box is broken open. So Praxis had a massive splinter on his back, right? But it looks like the splinter has broken open. And it's covered in stasis. And the stasis is infecting his body. And that's why he's a Scorn. Oh! Because the Scorn were born from dark ether. Ether infected with darkness as a result of Uldren's wish to keep Fickrol alive. Uldren wished to Riven to keep Fickrol House Kings alive. Because the two were friends. Uh, So Riven created the Dark Ether.
I'm gonna take your word for it.
This is Forsaken lore. So you can't even experience it anyways because Forsaken is gone.
Well, I can watch people's playthroughs of it,
Yeah.
I guess.
Oh, look at that! You can take a Warsat orb and shoot lasers. Okay.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah. Various guardians fighting the Darkblade, which I think is gonna be the final boss of that mission. Uh. Oh shit! The entrance to the Rasputin is all covered in hive gunk. Oh, and there's a couple of orbs of light in the corner. Looks like they didn't clean up the arena before taking the screenshots. And you're right. You're right. Rasputin is definitely taking damage. There's a lot more hive gunk here than before. Oh, great.
What timestamp are you looking at?
I'm looking at the screenshots on the Bungie page. All the
Oh.
way at the bottom. Oh, great. Mara, Keitel, and Anna are here. Uh-oh. Mara, fuck off. I don't like you.
Mara?
Mara Sov. Queen of the Awoken?
Oh, that bitch.
The wet ferret? Yeah.
The way.
Seriously, she has the personality and looks of a wet ferret.
The what?
Like a weasel dipped in water.
Where are you seeing Marasov?
In one of the screenshots. Under the media section. There's also several different wallpapers. Oh, so that's that. I guess that's an arena. The Cosmodrome, Rasputin Towers. Rasputin's lab, which looks to be in the Awoken wing of the Helm. So it's gonna be in the Helm, where Anna's building Rasputin. We also see one of the Yellow Jackets in the background. The Season Pass final ornaments, the Dark Blade, very pretty sunset. Actually, I might make that a wallpaper. Save image as.
I'm just glad they're bringing back my boy Rasputin.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and set as
Because okay, you have to understand that my very first interaction with Rasputin was it was unknowing. I had no idea who Rasputin was because I was just sort of dicking around in D1, and I found this area that was it was like this hidden little bunker
in the Cosmodrome.
in the Cosmodrome.
Part of the Devil's Lair strike. Not the Devil's Lair
Probably.
strike, the Saber strike.
And I was so confused by it, but at the same time, then I did some missions, and there was this mention of Rasputin. We need to link up with. There was aligning the communications array, right?
Oh, the last array.
In D1, right, the aligning that giant fuck off array, right, was so that the Warmind could start communicating with other things. And I'm like, wait, what Warmind? What are you talking about? And there's like this deep bassy like, you know, you don't know what the fuck they're saying, and it was just like this mystery, right? And it's confusing because it's just like, what is this? It sounds like opera, but like reverted and gargled and Russian, deeply Russian. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh, is this something from before the Golden Age? Because that would be really interesting as a giant war happens, and then the Golden Age happens, and then after the Golden Age falls, these things from before the Golden Age start rising up and are like, hello, boys. Hello, world. And it was just this unknowable thing that I could, because I wasn't allowed to do the raids because they were paid, I believe.
Yeah, they were locked behind
Uh,
DLC.
they were locked behind DLC, and I was just stuck imagining. And then I finally learned what they were, and I was like, oh, I want to have tea with them. So when they killed him off
In Arrivals.
in Arrivals, I fucking cried, and then I never played the game again.
That was the reason for your Destiny hiatus.
Yes, because listen, when I said that I would sit on Mars and just hang out with Rasputin, I did that for hours. I would sit there, I would sit in front of Rasputin, and I would do work. And I listen to them just do their deep bassy like blah 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 thing. All right.
Warmind ASMR.
Well, because I'm very at home in a bunker. That's like just the aesthetic of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the fractal, polygon bullshit. I mean, you've seen my desktop. I tried to make it as Rasputin as possible. Um, but like it's all golden age tech that's very brutal, very meant to last sort of deal.
Mm-hmm.
Strong shapes like triangles and hexagons and squares. Squares aren't all that strong, but they are when you prop them up, and it's pretty nice. But I don't know. I love it to pieces. I'm glad they're bringing him back. And the fact that Rasputin survived so goddamn long against a continuous barrage of darkness. Mars fucking disappeared, and Rasputin fought them off by himself, pretty much.
Yeah, no, he was just chilling there. Though it was kind of tossed into a spatial distortion, so, like, it was more of a blink for him than it was, almost a year for us.
Maybe. So one of the wallpapers is a place on Earth, I think.
Yeah, the one with all the, not the satellites, the antenna towers.
No. It's just a tranquil, like,
Oh, yeah, no, I set that
sunlit.
as my desktop background. I absolutely love that.
Yeah, it's beautiful, but what is it depicting?
I believe that's just the mountains around the city.
Oh, okay. Well then. These dark blades, I can't believe I've never run into them.
There's one in the strike in D1. The Darkblade strike. Oh, that cool. Was the first one.
Well, then again, I never got to play the strikes.
Fair enough. That was part of the Taken King expansion. And then the Witch Queen, Cool gets risen as the Lightblade. And set to guard Oryx's honor temple in Savathun's throne world. Even though Cool was in Oryx's dreadnought imprisoned for trying to overthrow the Taken King.
And then I do believe Anna Bray is building Rasputin's Warmind on
The helm.
The helm.
Yeah, that's the same wing as the Awoken wing. It's going to be on the right. Because on the left is the Haunted wing. And also, you can still see the Awoken ship in the background.
I'm glad that they at least pay homage to all the stuff that's come before.
Mm-hmm.
They build on it, but at the same time, it's just like...
Pain. Yeah. Oh, did you hear about the Elixni fundraising event that was completely busted by money laundering?
What?
So there was a community event, right, where people would donate planetary materials and whatnot in order to help the Elixni, in the Elixni Quarter. But apparently, people discovered a dupe and beat the event in 25 hours when it was supposed to last 2 weeks.
Huh.
And
So
Destiny Twitter was like, "Wow, you guys must really love Ido." And the comments were literally just, along the lines of, like, we saw no improvements because Spider took all our money. Like, because Spider was in charge of the financing for that.
Oh.
Because Misrax and Spider are apparently somewhat on good terms right now. Spider's taking refuge in the Elixni Quarter.
I see.
And, they're like, "Oh man, Spider just fucking stole all our money. These weren't the renovations we paid for." Bitch, you didn't pay for them. You sent in like 50,000 spin metal, and that was it. You duped spin metal and pieces of paper for 25 hours. You want us to build a flourishing community. We have a garden and a bench. And the houses are a little bit better condition. That's it. That's all you guys paid for. But I still find the meme of Spider taking the money to be fucking hilarious, because, like, he knows that Misrax will fucking dock his ass. Because Misrax was his captain before Misrax became the Kell of House Light.
Oh.
Spider's true name is Raucus, and him and his brother Civix were part of Misrax's crew back when Misrax was still a pirate.
Wait.
Civix was a fallen
Okay,
that we met during the Black Armory season. He was the one who led the Kell's Scourge and created the Insurrection Prime.
My confusion comes in when there's a very similar name, Sepix.
Yeah, no, Civix. Yeah, he was the boss of Niobe Labs. I never got to actually beat Niobe Labs because I didn't actually play Black Armory when it released. I played it like Shadowkeep years instead of Forsaken years. But I still had the opportunity to play Niobe Labs. It's just I didn't manage to beat it. I also didn't manage to beat the Outbreak secret mission, but I did beat the Whisper secret mission. But anyways, that's besides the point. Civix and Raucus were tossed out onto the Tangled Shore by Misrax after they asked for better pay. Or something along those lines. And now that Misrax is setting Spider in charge of the funds of the Elixni Quarter to benefit all Elixni, it'd be pretty ironic if Spider took it all. But, you know, that's a future point. But the Elixni are now able to actually, like, during the fundraiser, I say fundraiser, there were also a couple of things established where the Elixni are now integrated into the, like, the job search systems of the towers. So now the Elixni can volunteer as tower guards, workers and stuff. Like, basically they updated their job search parameters. And
they have integrated a little bit more with humanity, and
yeah,
there's a little more there's actual, collaboration and such. That's nice.
And the Elixni have also set up food systems for themselves. Their houses are looking a little better. Recreation center, which was the bar, has been fixed. And I think they got rid of Insurrection Prime, but I'm not entirely sure. That thing was just kind of slumped over in the corner.
So, do you remember my hunter's ghost?
The one who ditched the hunter for like 100 years or something like that.
Yeah, I'm rehashing that. So they did it again. And that's why all my guys are gone, because the ghost ditched the hunter and held the other ghosts hostage because they wanted to start a ghost pyramid scheme.
Uh-oh. Reduce glow intensity of Gambit Jadestone to be in line with that of other shaders. This was done to diminish the negative impact of the shaders on fellow Guardians. Other shaders will follow in the future. So Gambit Jadestone, players will no longer be able to summon sparrows in Mavic Square during the Like a Shadow Strike. Oh, uh-oh. I have a feeling they were doing that because people were clipping out of bounds, but
Oh.
that's sad. Because, hold on. There is a Destiny update that I'm reading this from. It was in a different server. Alright, update 6.3.0. Fix an issue in VOW where encounter challenges are unintentionally active for guided games. What? Fix an issue with the Regicide Triumph for King's Fall remained visible when it can no longer be obtained. Fix an issue in King's Fall during War Priest where players could bypass plate mechanics. What? Fix an issue during the Daughters Encounter challenge that bypassed intended completion requirements. That was a thing in day one.
Oh boy.
Day one, you had to beat the raid normally, and then you had to beat it on challenge mode in order to get the belt. And the Daughters Encounter challenge, basically for challenge mode, you had to do each encounter's challenge in order to beat it, and if you didn't, you'd wipe. The Daughters Encounter challenge, did not exist. The title of it was Under Construction, and the community memed that, yeah, the challenge is under construction. It's not the bridges, it's just the challenge itself. It does not exist yet. Fixed an issue in Duality, a dungeon, where players sometimes self-revived and respawned outside of the final encounter. Uh-oh. Artifice armor pieces that previously lost their bonus artifact mod sockets have had those sockets restored and can be used to slot Season 19 artifact mods. Crucible updates. Holy fucking shit, that's massive. I remember them talking about that. I'm still not touching Crucible, fuck you. Players will no longer be able to summon sparrows during the Like a Shadow Strike. Fix an issue where some champions' strings display the wrong icons. Fix rare issues of objectives not updating in the Warden of Nothing Strike. Increase glimmer rewards for completing public events. Fix an issue preventing the color preview squares for colorblind settings from updating until navigating away from the settings screen and then back. Fix an issue with the fast travel tutorial would appear multiple times during New Light and could not be dismissed. Wormgod Caress got a nerf. Winter's Guile got a nerf. Lucky Pants no longer scaled the damage of the jolted status effect when applied by a hand cannon. Okay, so that's a fix. Jolted did not mean to get scaled by Lucky Pants. Restore to finisher no longer prevents you performing a finisher if you don't have a super energy to trigger its benefit. Unstoppable hand cannon now correctly requires you to aim down sights without firing your hand cannon before activating. Okay. So unstoppable hand cannon now works like unstoppable pulse rifle. Okay. Add a full auto toggle to the gameplay section of the settings menu. This will make all weapons fire full auto. Oh. Nice. Reduce the size and intensity of Lumina's muzzle flash in order to alleviate photosensitivity concerns. All Milan weapons will now correctly display the liquid ammunition color that corresponds to their damage type while on the inspection screen. Shoot to loot can once again pick up ammo via explosion damage. Opulent Origin trait no longer displays a stacking counter when triggered on multiple weapons. This is purely a visual change. Sidearms. Drang got a zoom stat reduced. Fusion rifles. Shotguns, glaives, hand cannons. Dragonfly, Rampage, and Surrounded perks now. Their spec mod behavior is enabled by default. Aerosol, Headseeker, Encore, Seraph rounds. Tunnel Vision, Kill Clip, Redirection, Hack Breach, Armaments, Gunshot Strike, Compulsive Reloader, enhanced perks. Fundamental trait present on the damage type switching exotics like Borealis, Hardlight, and Dead Messenger. Added stats to each element. Borealis, breaking a match shield now refills the magazine from reserves and allows your next 5 shots to deal bonus damage, not deactivated by reloading anymore. Jade Rabbit got a new perk. Quickly landing 3 crits returns 1 round to the magazine and allows your next body shot to land for an increased damage. Construct with the 3 increased damage body shots, resets if you reload. With the addition of the full auto setting, we replaced the full auto trigger system perk with something else on each weapon that had it. No Time to Explain gets Feeding Frenzy, Traveler's Chosen gets Surplus and still has Osmosis. Vigilance Wing gets Ensemble. Deadman's now prefers crits over body hits and hipfire if both types of target are inside the precision aim cone. Increased body shot damage from 46 to 54. Reduced Darcy. Now Jolt. Oh. hidden damage bonus versus Witherhoard Blighted targets from... Hold on! That was a thing for Wishender?
Do you mind if I hop?
Yeah, go ahead. Have a good one.
Yeah, sorry, my brain is melting from all that stuff.
Sorry. Alright, Wishender. Increase its hidden damage bonus with Witherhoard Blighted targets from 10% to 25%. Shit. Increased airborne effectiveness to 80 of Whisper. Add chain reaction to intrusive perk. Decreased recoil by 50%. Increased crit damage. Hold on! They nerfed... Oh, shit. That's gonna be bad. I found the recoil of Fourth Horseman to be absolutely fucking hilarious. Because, like, you tap the trigger once, right? And go... thunk, 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 and, like, shoot your screen upwards. Remove movement penalties of Legend of Acreus. This one, switch rocket damage from arc to kinetic, was actually a bug that had to change for the catalyst. Oh, fuck. The lightning storm will now correctly activate when hitting Divinity's Gauge. Hmm. Reduce body shot damage to match Lawrence. Fuck yeah. Wait, no, I used... Ah, damn it. Fixed issue. Xiaohan's supply chest in the Cosmodrome could award items that have been removed from the game. Fixed an issue where Yopra and Beyond Light content may be inaccessible to some players. It can no longer preview a focusing engram where you have no eligible items to the crypts. Dares and weekly bounties from Zora and Star Horse now reward strange favor reputation. Year 4 weapons and armor sets and Tangled Shore armor has been added to the loot pool. Year 3 weapons and older no longer available. Destination armor sets have been removed from the loot pool. Huh. Fuck yes, I can finally get rid of those. Be removed and they no longer have any functionality in the game. I have a feeling that that was accidentally, vulgar. But, yeah, no, so... I think I've seen everything. I was just checking that. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and pop out, and then afterwards, I'm probably gonna, like, eat lunch, and then maybe take a nap, and then I'm gonna stream again at some point for Season of the Seraph. I would like to thank you all for tuning in. I'll see you guys next episode, whenever that happens to be. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in for this. the VOD will be up on YouTube, and if you catch this live, then within the day, I'll be live again for a season of the Seraph. But that VOD will also go up on YouTube, but it doesn't really matter. So yeah, see y'all.